Part 2, conclusion of 205 Live. Okay, we'll go back to it. Where I left off at. As Tommy won his debut match. It didn't say who it was against. A recap of last week with Enzo having to teach Tony Nese a lesson after being ungrateful to him. He has the entire Zoe train at ringside for their match. During their match, DeBerry jumps in and attacks Nese from behind. Enzo forces Glock to beat up Nese to prove his worth to the group. Backstage segment, Josh Pentez asks Enzo about Nese. Enzo starts things to get going, but Alexander comes along to chuckle at Enzo. Enzo calls him second chance. Alexander responds Enzo should try fighting his battles without the Zoe train, and there's only one word that describes him, and heads out. Enzo finishes the line by saying, yeah, champion. Drew Gulak with Enzo versus Cedric Alexander. Gulak on the mic, saying no time for his PowerPoint presentation tonight, and it's instead time for action. He then says, mentor, Enzo. Now time for him to take out Alexander. Pops off and says, nobody messes with the Zoe train. Match gets started. Gulak seems extra fired up for this one as he goes right at Alexander. The two end up on the ropes. Alexander breaks away and gives a shove, telling him to come on. Rope break again. Alexander with another shove. Gulak with a kick to the stomach. Alexander fires back. But Gulak with a big palm strike that strikes Alexander. Stiff shots from both of these guys. Enzo on the outside, encouraging Gulak, telling him to snap Alexander's ankle. More palm strikes, but Alexander retaliates with a hurricanrana for some hard kicks. Alexander stuck in the ropes. Gulak with a bunch of hard punches and chops as the referee barks at him. Alexander ends up falling to the floor. Action on the floor. Gulak then tosses his opponent back in the ring, into the ring post, with Enzo yelling. That's what I'm talking about. Alexander then tossed back into the ring. He looks out of it. Gulak goes for a pin. 2 count. Alexander finally gets back into this. Sends Gulak to the outside. Alexander with a flip over the top and holds onto the ropes. Ends up booting Gulak in the face. Enzo looks on in fear. Gulak in the ring. Alexander springboard clothesline, pin for a 2 count. Alexander tries for a lumbar check, countered, pin, 2 count. Gulak tries again, 2 count. Both arch up. Gulak with a discus clothesline, pin for a 2 count. Enzo is trying to pump up his guy. Gulak stares at Alexander with ill intent. Sends his opponent to the apron. Leaping flatliner by Alexander. Pin for a 2 count. Gulak with an ankle lock in the middle of the ring. And then pulls off a reverse single leg Boston Crab. But somehow Alexander wriggles his way to reach the ropes. Both men end up on the second rope. Alexander gets knocked off. Gulak is thinking about flying off the top rope. But he's nervous. The delay gets him thrown into a lumbar check. Pin for the 1, 2, 3. After the match is over, Enzo stares at Alexander, who smiles back at the champ. Enzo jumps on the apron, and DeBerry tries to sneak in from behind. He gets a lumbar check for his troubles. The group retreats as 205 goes off the air. I did have to re-go back and find the opponent for Hideo Itami, and none other than Colin Delaney. And no report from Rockstar Spud, but he was backstage. Dark main event after 205 Live. In Newark, New Jersey, saw Bobby Roode defeat Baron Corbin in a street fight. The match saw kendo sticks, tables, and other weapons brought into play. And that concludes my results for 205 Live and conclusion for 205, that is, as well as the dark match for SmackDown. Thanks again. Peace out. See you where I'll be. If you don't know, just comment, brothers and sisters.